So Cyberpunk 2077 has released and it has gotten a lot of backlash. Now, is the game as bad as people are making it out to be? No. But is the game as perfection as some people are making it out to be? No. So about a year ago I made a video basically talking about how Cyberpunk could be the game of the decade or best game of all time. Now the question is, did it hold up to that? No, it did not. In my opinion, The Witcher 3 still holds that title. What makes The Witcher 3 such a phenomenal game, and in my opinion, best game of the decade, or best game of all time, really, is it has a fantastic story, and its gameplay goes that story almost seamlessly. In other words, fantastic story, fantastic gameplay. Now, Cyberpunk has a fantastic story, but has a good gameplay design. Now, let me explain why I said good gameplay. Is it because the gameplay is wonky? No. Is it because the game's an RPG? No, because I love RPGs. Does the game have really bad controls? Sometimes. But what really takes me out of the mood of a game is glitches. Now, I'm not going to be the first one to tell you, there's a lot of bugs in Cyberpunk. And by a lot, I mean a lot. And I'm going to be describing how some people are kind of making this bigger than it needs to be, and some people are not making it big enough. So people who are saying that the game is a buggy mess that is completely not what they promised. I'm kind of feeling bad for you, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Let me explain. So, people had review copies, and they were saying how buggy the game really was, but they're thinking, it's going to get fixed by the Day 1 patch. Unfortunately, that did not happen. The game did not get a Day 1 patch. Well, it did get a Day 1 patch, but it did not fix the bugs people want it to be. But also, there's a lot of people out there who are saying there's not as many bugs people making it out to be, which is true but not true, because some people are saying the game has barely any bugs, and that's flat out not true. I have almost 70 hours in the game, and I can tell you there are a lot of bugs. Now, I have been given some shit for saying this, but I know this is a very hot take right now, very unpopular, but even with all the bugs, I enjoyed every single hour of Cyberpunk 2077, all 70 of them, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm able to critique games that I enjoy. Games with a lot of bugs. Has some issues, very big issues. Now, I can go talk about bugs a million times over, but let's talk about the huge elephant in the room, and that is performance on last-gen consoles. To be honest, I haven't really seen a full video. Let me just quickly give you my live reaction to this. Let's do Cyberpunk 2077 last-gen performance. So I can't really find the metrics video. If I can find the metrics video, I will show you with an overlay. But I have seen in the van chase scene on the PS4 specifically, I have seen that the frames sometimes dip down to 21, which is unacceptable in my opinion. And also the dynamic resolution, which if some of you who aren't really tech savvy, don't have a PC, or overall just don't really care about performance or anything like that, dynamic resolution. So the way you can see it is, let's say your base monitor is 1080p. The game is natively running at 1080p, and then a huge explosion or a huge effect happens that you would normally see would cause a huge dip in performance on PC. But then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? Why didn't I stutter? Well, it's because there's something called dynamic resolution, where the more demanding something is, it kind of scales back the resolution, maybe down to 860, maybe something else. But at times, the resolution goes down to 720p and still hits like 20 frames, especially in that chase scene. Now, I'm going to tell you now that if you were expecting good performance on last-gen consoles, you serious? Those consoles came out in 2013 and you're genuinely thinking that they're going to have good performance. My god, are you deluded. Of course they lied about it. They did not tell us the full truth. They gave us different performance metrics. But, let me finish here, but it's not as bad as making it out to be. Some people are saying that the buggy textures, for example, where they're like kind of like Roblox polygons, I guess, Roblox-like characters, Minecraft, stuff like that. I'm here to be the first to tell you, you're not the only one experiencing it. People who are saying that this is a last-gen console exclusive problem, they're flat out fucking wrong, misinformed, or flat out lying. I have a 1660, no RTX 1080, nothing insane. Now I know some people are gonna kind of make fun of me for saying RTX 1080. Listen, I know, calm down. I was making a joke. But like I was saying, I have a relatively old graphics card, and I have this issue. You want to know what the issue is? Not lack of performance on consoles, not lack of optimization on consoles, it's lack of computing power. GPUs and overall the performance is lacking on my PC, and I have a lot of issues that some people, my friend who has I think an i9 with a RTX 30 something, and he gets pretty good frames, plays at medium settings, but he does not get the same issue I have, because I have underperforming specs. Now, of course, it's not an excuse, and I'll continue to say that. Now, overall, let's go back to what I originally said. Is the game of the year? No. Is the game of the decade? No. So goes The Witcher 3. Am I disappointed? Yes. Kind of am. But am I kind of surprised? No, not really. I kind of expected this the closer and closer the launch got, to be honest. I was worried, like, this was going to be some other games I was hyping up that just flopped a bit. And unfortunately, Cyberpunk is kind of this. Am I enjoying it? Fuck yes, am I enjoying it. But is performance weird? Yes, it's very weird on last-gen consoles. The bugs is very, very weird. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I'm kind of embarrassed about the video I made. Basically putting this game on a high horse. Do I still enjoy the game? Fuck yes! But the game has a long way to go in order to be the game that I hyped it as being. Once the game gets fully polished, once the DLCs come out, all that, once the issues are fixed, maybe internally CDPR's new issues with the new lawsuits happening about lying, all that stuff, I hope things get better. But yeah, that's one man's opinion. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike. I could really give less of a shit. My name is Ken, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.